All in the wrist, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, car on the wrist. All in the wrist, watch how I flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. All in the wrist, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that haters,
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Blue 60! Middle. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball. Shift! Watch the shift! Hey, switch gear. Hurry up, get set. 25, check 25, check 25.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Shift. Wide, get wide. Check 50. Joker. Check 9. 50.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw, Stafford. Looking downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And Justin Coleman brings him down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. A first down carry for Barkley. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On first down, Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Ready. Get a lady. Get a lady. White. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Omaha, ready, move.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check safety, check safety. 53, ready.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using?
Oh, this is blocked. The Lions pick it up, but he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa. Bad move. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 27, Stafford. He finds a rookie from Iowa, T.J. Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island. Hey, Red! Motion, watch 10.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll give to Anderson here out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Stafford now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Omaha, ready to move.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Middle.
They'll run for it. Anderson. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. This is Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He was brought down by Devon Kennard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flat, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, hey, at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller,
this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. PAT up and good by Rosas. And a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
22 yards there, a first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll go to Barkley again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll throw it with Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Now Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Hey, Delta. Greystone, trap. Ready?
Manning now to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Watch tight end. 3 down. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
We got 3. Hey, Alpha.
Manning. Letting one go deep for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey! Hold. Check three, check three, check three. 49, check 53. Ready? Switch.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford, left side here. That's complete to Godwin. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Yellow 80! Yellow 80! Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to let it go deep for the... And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jermaine Kearse. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
From the 31, Manning, and the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Devon Kennard coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Manning going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Agnew now to return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 22 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Anderson. He's got it on the draw. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
It's a gain of 4.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Airing it out for his running back, Anderson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Go set. 80 weapon. 70. Indy.
On first down, Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
X3, 218, chop.
On third down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. Michael Thomas on the stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 61, matchbox, lights. Get it.
Kelly now from the gun on third down. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. On first and 10, Kelly. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On first down, Manning completes it to Ellison to the right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down now, Barkley. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His fourth touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Kelly to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Here's Kelly throwing again. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Dalvin Tomlinson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Lions on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.